full time at the Etihad. AFC Bournemouth lost 3-1 to Manchester City, a team that were too good. In particular, one individual that made a difference for them. That's one way to get put back in our box, isn't it, Tom?
A little bit, but yeah, I didn't think we weren't awful today. I just think that, a little bit of a level above. The third goal killed me a little bit because I thought you just never know at 2-1. Even the last 10, I thought if we can nick something, we had a few little moments, didn't we? I think the big ones were just after half time. Krupi had a couple of slap shots that if you hit the target, you never know. But yeah, it's a weird one. We've lost pretty comprehensively. They were the better team, they deserve to win. But I don't. I look at next week, Villa Park, and I fancy us. I look at the way we're playing, and I go, we're going to always cause teams problems. We always look like we got a goal in us. And the difference today was Erling Haaland, and no one else has got Erling Haaland. So, you take that aside. We've lost to Anfield this season, first game, and then we've lost to Erling Haaland being too good. And yeah, that was the difference, mate. I just thought, if you're going to be, I love how brave we are. I absolutely love it, because we could have just sat here all day, defended, and lost anyway. We've had a go at them. But when you're that brave and you're that high, you can get caught. And I was worried. I think I said in the preview to you that if they do beat like a bit of a press, they could just be in. And they were a few times. Petrovic probably kept the score down a little bit. But yeah, Haaland's a joke, mate, and it is what it is.
One of the things that we were contemplating on the preview is who to play at centre-back alongside Senesi. Now, I think we predicted Milo Savlovic because we thought he might be able to deal with Haaland's physical strength. In hindsight, you sort of look at it and really, Haaland didn't sort of win many headers or whatever, but it was just Diakite got caught flat-footed a couple of times, it felt.
Yeah, listen, I don't think if Milo comes in, we don't suddenly stop Haaland.
No, of course.
I think we've got no defender that's as quick as him on the break like that. If you're going to play that way,
it's easy to sort of make these observations in hindsight.
And it wasn't all his fault. I'm not totally convinced yet. I think the last game he started was Palace. Forget about the penalty that he gave away, because I didn't think it was a penalty. But Mateta got off him both times for the goal. He's marking Mateta scored 2. Today he's marking Haaland. Haaland gets 2. Just a little bit worried about him. To be honest, I just don't think he's looking brilliant. Not that I thought Senesi was brilliant next to him. I just don't think either of them quite knew what to do, because they've been told to play a high line. As I said, play brave, be high. Neither of them are quick enough. So it's really difficult for him. I saw a lot of the attacking players looking round for the second goal, going, "What you got?" But it's the best striker in the world. We are playing against the best striker in the world. Let's give us, I don't want to be too harsh, but yeah. And equally, if you look at the second goal, I got a still image that was sent to me, and Traffert is playing. He's so out of position, it's unbelievable. And I actually thought Traffert, he always when it's individual duels and he's just up against them, and when he's got the ball, I think he's faultless. Sometimes he gets his position is a little bit weird. So yeah, we just if you have 3 of your back 4, probably not brilliantly defensively, because I thought Jimenez was fantastic. But if you have 3 of the 4 not great against Haaland, you're probably going to lose the game, mate. And the third goal was disappointing because Jimenez was injured. He was on the floor, hobbling around, and they getting down that left side because they've got a...
Their strike reminded me of Lloyd Kelly against Norwich, by the way, during COVID, just the way it rolled in. But
I swear he's going on the radar. I'm sure if there's any City fans, let me know.
Good player, man.
Well, I've never been every time I see Nick O'Reilly, I go, he's alright. Against us, he's unbelievable. He come on at half time in the FA Cup. Do you remember?
I would love to see his average position, because he seemed to be in our half quite a lot. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's over the halfway line.
Yeah, I thought he was really good. And I went back to the FA Cup game where we were ahead at half time, and they brought Nick O'Reilly on at half time. Yeah. And he changed the game. I thought he was brilliant.
One of the players that I thought probably deserves some credit is Jeremy Doku. The way he, obviously, he's a winger, but he came inside so much. He filled those half spaces. Quite often you saw him grabbing the ball in the middle of the park, and that's where I think the battle was won and lost for both Bournemouth and Manchester City.
Well, I think that's why it was a shame they scored the third when he was ready to come on, but I think that's why he brought Lewis Cook on, because when Lewis Cook came on, he just went follow Doku. And I think because Lewis Cook's naturally happy to go into centre midfield, obviously, I think that's why we did it. I think I was really gutted because we were making them changes before the third goal, and then they scored it, and it was a little bit of a shame. As I say, we had a few decent chances. Great for Tyler Adams to score his goal. Hopefully he's all right. Semenyo was limping a bit. Jimenez was limping. Adams was limping. So hopefully they're all right.
Well, I think Semenyo, when he went down, he was holding his lower back, which, as an old man like I am, I know how much that hurts. So hopefully Antoine Semenyo's young and fit enough to be
They dealt with him
okay.
well.
Yeah, they did. It didn't have much look in. Again, when we're playing lesser teams, Semenyo can be that decoy, just him being on that pitch, but they dealt with him really well. They dealt with all of us really well. I just thought it was so much better with the like with the way that they were using the ball. I thought they were really clinical with their passes, where I think a lot of our passes in the final third were a little bit wayward. That's just where quality pays, isn't it?
And it's difficult. You're playing against a team like City. You know you're only going to get your chance going to be few and far between. So I think it's a bit of a rush of blood to the end. I think Krupi, when he slaps on the side net, he probably scores that last week.
Yeah.
I think it's City. You know you're not going to have many chances. I think because they dealt with Semenyo well, I thought actually Brooksy had a lot of free time, getting in the spaces. Unfortunately, Brooksy ain't got the pace. So there's one time in the first half we played him in, and he's just not quick enough. And I feel for Brooksy because I thought he was really good when he got the ball. But it's that explosion that he obviously tried to do with Gallen Doak, but it was a little bit too late. But yeah, I don't think. Like I say, defensively, we got caught a little bit. I don't think we were bad. I thought Adams and Scott were really good in the first half at times. It's difficult because I was saying to Mark at half time, I was like, I quite like what Scott and Adams are doing, but I just want Christie on there. It's finding a way in it to get them all in, which is going to be difficult in these sort of games. But even again, I still genuinely believe we've closed the gap again. Every time we come here, we lose. But every time we come, we get a little bit better.
It just felt like we never. in the second half, after that Krupi chance, I'd never thought we were even in it, and that was even at 2-1.
I think we had about a 3-minute spell after we equalised where I thought, bloody hell, we're level.
Yeah.
But they straight away when we scored, they just turned up a gear. And unfortunately, I'm pretty sure we spoke about it a lot before the game, that the problem's going to be if they beat the press, which they did a few times, then you've got people like Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva, Cherky just having time on the ball. It's just, what can you do? But equally, if you just sit there, they'll break you down eventually. So I like that we were brave. I like that we went for it.
Do you feel as though they got out of third gear though? Because I didn't, and I felt like we didn't though, respectively as well.
What I will say is at half time, where it was obviously only 2-1, I was just looking online at different creators of City and City fans that following that with big followers, and they were all like, this is our best performance season, we've been brilliant.
Really?
And I thought it was 2-1 and we don't, I think we got to give ourselves a little bit of credit. I thought they were good today.
The fans weren't. The fans were quite quiet, I thought. They've been louder before.
It's up there with West Ham for me in terms of they just can't seem to, it's away fans as well, you just can't get the atmosphere.
It's so hot, like trying to create an atmosphere of two tiers is so difficult.
It's difficult there, but they sang about Andy Taylor a bit, which I still can't get my head around because he didn't get any big decision wrong. The Donnarumma's crap for our goal was not Andy Taylor's fault. He did give a penalty because it hit Jimenez and then flipped up in his hand it's not a penalty. And I hate Andy Taylor. I thought we had an alright game.
So we're not quite losing our heads yet as Bournemouth fans, because I think we all expected this to be very difficult. And look, the only two losses that we've got this season against Man City and Liverpool. Are Man City back?
I think they'll be in more of a conversation than people realise.
We've used the phrase so many times, under the radar so far, but I don't know, this could be the kind of victory that kind of spurs them on a little bit, because they are a quality side, mate, and also with Rodri coming back as well. I don't know what it is about him, he always seems to make his return against Bournemouth.
Yeah, I know, I think Rodri coming back will help him. I think if Foden's on that form, and at the end of the day they've got Haaland, so they've got to get goals, they're going to have chances. I still think, listen, as good as we're doing, we are still Bournemouth. We're still what people would say a mid-table team at best, and we still create chances. And I think that will cost them over Arsenal, because I just think Arsenal don't see that many chances, that many moments. But I think they'll be in it, and I'd probably now, if you ask me, I'll probably go, they will be the closest contenders to Arsenal, I would say.
Yeah. Well, we've got all the usual kind of stuff, and Man City fans, if you want to see a vlog and see your 3 goals in full HD, 4K even, then you can do a couple of things, right? I'm going to ask you this question now. We never do this on fan cams, but we need to fill this, next 30 seconds?
Yeah, fine, mate. Yeah, just make sure you click the big fat like button because you like us, because we said you're quite a good team. Click the bell and then you'll see when the videos are out, and then click subscribe, because we're in a little club. Yeah, will really help us. But if we're still trying to kill time, mate, just remember that we've lost 2 games this season, right? We're absolutely fine. We're in a good place. Go to Villa next week, get something there, and everything will be rosy. Little break, come back, go to Sunderland, win that. We're fine. All right, absolutely fine.
The Ches. See you in the next one.
Bye.